Hi guys, Digital Demon here again, and welcome back to Grim Fandango. Now, in the last episode, we had been introduced to our characters.
Hey, Funny
Don
Bones,
Copo,
in my office now! You vandalized
Manny Calavera,
property in
Domino,
order to obtain
and
secret
Ava.
information so you could take your illegally modified company car and your unregistered driver and run Domino here off the road.
And neat, some more he's just done it.
Client from her legitimate agent.
There's nothing legitimate about this place. You give all the good clients to Domino.
Manny, now I'm embarrassed for you.
You've embarrassed the whole office. I'm going to call the woman in here so you can apologize to her yourself. Ava, send in Ms. Colomar, please.
She left about 15 minutes ago, sir. She said she had a long walk ahead of her and she wanted to get started.
Walking? She had a ticket on the number 9. Why does she think she has to walk?
That's the best package I could find for her.
Now you see why I give all the good clients to Domino. That woman was a saint and a shoo-in for a double-end ticket that she's not going to get because you just couldn't find it. And now, because of your little stunt, she's out there, on her own, walking by herself through the petrified forest, facing the demons of the underworld, alone and unprotected. This is her reward after a lifetime of hardship and public service? Her destiny stolen by some overreaching salesman looking for a fat commission he didn't deserve! Get in there and stay put until the boys downtown tell us what they want done with you. Someone's gonna take the fall for this Calavera, and it ain't gonna be me!
And that kind of sets up the idea of the entire game. We are on the tail of Mercedes Colomar. Now, if I remember correctly, there's something to do... No, that's later on.
Ick. It came out like soft serve.
So I think we just knock on the door.
Hey! Is anybody out there?
Hello.
So, Manuel, have you thought about what you have done?
I'm thinking about getting out and getting even.
I'm thinking about getting out and getting even. That's it.
The only way out, Manuel, is to be taken back in. If you are truly still loyal to this company, declare it loudly. The management might hear and stick you right back in their fold.
I don't think we are that committed to the DOD. It runs a crooked game. I tend to prove it.
The DOD runs a crooked game, and I intend to prove it.
You would do that? That could cause this agency a lot of trouble.
I'm gonna
blow the lid off this place.
Young man, you are an enemy of the Department of Death. Welcome to the club. Salvador Limones and guest.
Where are you taking me?
To the headquarters of the LSA.
So this is Sal. He is another prominent character through the game.
We're a small group, Manuel. We're always looking for new soldiers.
We're joining an anarchy group, guys.
To do what exactly?
We need help in our intelligence unit. You know Eva, of course.
Manny?
I was once a reaper like yourself.
Ava, who is also a member.
But I uncovered a web of corruption in our beloved Department of Death. I have reason to believe that the Bureau of Acquisitions is cheating the very souls it was chartered to serve. I think someone is robbing these poor, naive souls of their rightful destinies, leaving them no option but to march on a treacherous trail of tears, unprotected and alone.
There might be something in that.
Like babies.
What's your evidence?
That's where you come in, Manuel. Or should I call you Agent Calavera?
Manny suits me fine. I'm not looking to join any military organization, Sal. I just want my job back so I can work off my time and get out of this dump.
Well,
Too late
you
for
won't
that.
even be able to get out of this city without my help. Which means, of course, you won't be able to find that woman and you'll never get your job back. When you're ready to join the cause, Manuel, come talk to me. We might be of some use to each other.
Okay. So we'll talk to Ava first, because she's clearly a double agent.
So you're not really a secretary?
I'm a spy, Manny.
Well, that's the last time we used that temp agency. Any messages for me?
Yes. Join or die.
But I'm already...
Again!
Okay, fair enough.
Ava, you gotta get me out of town. They're gonna sprout me.
You can't leave, Manny. We need access to the DoD computer network if we're ever gonna find out what's going on. And we can't access without a salesman like you. The computer IDs you when you log on.
How does it do that? Fingerprints? I don't have any.
Your teeth, Manny. Haven't you ever noticed your computer scanning your teeth when you log on?
I thought that was just a power search.
So,
we need your teeth, Manny. We can't let you go.
They
Sorry.
can't let us go because they need our teeth. So we need a way to leave our teeth and still be able to leave.
Doesn't Cabal wonder where you are?
Don and Domino are both locked up in Don's office with some bigwig from downtown. Some fatty in a fez.
Who is the fat man, I wonder? And how does he fit into this sinister puzzle?
That is something we will find out later on.
How long have you been a spy?
Salvador recruited me about a year ago. I couldn't resist him. He's just so noble.
What are you working on there?
I'm trying to get this radio working so we can use it in the field, but it looks pretty hopeless. Salvador's right. We need good old-fashioned homing pigeons to communicate with our field agents.
You have field agents?
No, it's just Sal and me right now. But someday, Manny.
So, you won't help me out of here.
Sorry. I'll help you out, but not your teeth. Think it over.
Join or die again. Let's have a see what Sal has to say.
Open that door, Sal. I got places to go.
Does that mean you're ready to join us?
I'm not a joiner, but I'll pop in the hatch. Let's part friends. Okay,
I'm in. What do I have to do?
I'm going to build an underground army of souls to fight the injustice I have seen in El Barro. Communication will become vital as the Lost Souls Alliance spreads out. We'll need messengers we can trust.
You want me to be your messenger?
No, Manuel. Our numbers are small and our agents are too valuable to risk that sort of work. History shows only one messenger to be of use to a cause like ours. Carrier pigeons.
So get a couple of pigeons off the
pigeons
roof.
off the roof, will you let me go?
No, I need to raise them from birth, Agent Calavera. I need you to bring me their eggs.
You're keeping me here because you need the eggs?
Why are you still here, Calavera? Go
Eggs
get me
and
an
teeth.
Air Force
That's what we
before it
need.
hatches.
Do you know something I don't know?
Have you ever wondered why your clients, even your best clients, never seem to qualify for the packages you know they deserve?
Yes. My last client in particular, Meche.
Well, they all did qualify, Manuel. Especially her. But somehow, somebody with access to the files has stolen their just rewards. Their sweet hereafters.
Their
Yes.
tickets on the number 9?
Precisamente, amigo.
What would they do with the tickets?
A ticket on the number 9 is like a leaf of gold, Manuel. Especially to one who has died with a less than perfect record. Someone is profiting here from those that would buy their way into heaven.
But money's not important here. We all just want out.
You want to get out, Manuel. And so do I someday. But for some people, this world is all there is. They have decided to seek pleasure and happiness here in the 8th underworld. And for that, you need money. Now that's all the briefing you need, soldier. ¡Viva la revolución!
Yeah, they do sort of drift in and out of Spanish just a little bit. But yeah. So what we need, our next sort of thing to do is get teeth, a copy of our teeth, and we need a copy, we need some eggs, sorry. So we go inside, and you might
I'm
remember...
not going in there. They still think I'm locked up, hopefully.
Okay, we still do need to go in, but maybe a little bit more subtly. Let's climb the side of the building. So back to the conveniently placed bungee cord. Because we got into Don Copel's office before, but we now need to check out Domino's office. Now that we know that they're both in Don Copel's office. Luckily, the curtains are closed, so that's not an issue that they could see. Dom's office is empty, so we have to try and climb in. Notice that Manny hasn't got a window. Pretty sad, really. But I'm sure he had a window in the actual thing. Anyway, let's have a look in this drawer.
What the?
Inside the drawer,
It looks like a glowing hunk of coral.
we have a glowing hunk of coral. So we'll still his drinks while we're here. Not that it does anything, we don't have a liver. Or taste buds for that matter. We want to punch that because we're frustrated. We're so frustrated, we'll punch it again. We'll keep punching it until that falls down. That is Domino's mouthguard.
Ugh, Domino had this in his mouth.
He did indeed. So out we go. That's all we needed from here. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to the conveniently placed bungee cord, and we are going to pick up the other side. Just like that. I have no idea why this bungee cord's here, but what we need to do is we need to put that down there. Put it down there, Manny. And we need to find that glowing hunk of coral that we've just picked up, which is there. So we need to use this with the wound up bungee cord that we've just found, and make sort of a makeshift grappling hook. So if we pick this up, sorry, I just skipped some text there accidentally, and we need to throw it to this ladder here. Now we can get up to the roof. So climbing upwards. I'd hate to have to do this. I'm not scared of heights, but certainly being very high up can it sends a little shiver down your spine. Saying that, when I was up at the Empire State Building the one time I've been to New York, it was fascinating just looking down. So there we can see some eggs. Don't ask me why there's eggs for skeletal pigeons, but the important thing to this is they won't let us near. If we try and go near, they'll chase us away. So you'll notice this little dish here.
It's part of the roof. It's
part of the roof, but what we need to do is we need to put our balloon animal of Robert Frost. It doesn't have to be Robert Frost, it could have been the Castle of Dingo.
Eventually.
But we need to put that in first, and then we need to grind up some bread over it. I believe we need 2 bits of bread, just to cover it sufficiently. Oh no, maybe just the 1. It is moving automatically now, so maybe it was just 1 and I just I wanted an extra bit of bread. But they'll be enticed by the breadcrumbs and start pecking at it. We can guess what's going to happen next. That pop doesn't just scare the ones that are eaten off, but it scares them all away. And while they're all scared away,
yeah, beat it, you
with
lousy
our
little
muted
leg
trumpet there, we are going to move in and take 2 of the eggs.
You must come with me, young ones, for I am the Grim Reaper.
So we'll put them away and we'll head down. This was the only game I can think of where you picked something up and, oh, that was quick, and you had it in your hand rather than straight into your inventory. Usually when it was things went just into your hand, it was like too big to go into your inventory. But this game, you always had to pick it up and then put it away separately. There's 2 separate things. So we won't go down there yet to give them the eggs. We will go in here, now that this is open, because we can still access the garage, and go over to our little hut here. Now remember that thing that I couldn't remember what it was for?
Hey, what did they do with Glottis?
What did they do with Glottis?
It stays here.
It stays there. I'm not trying to pick it up. What I want to do is put the mouth guard on this little thing. I don't actually know what this is supposed to be.
Fill-a-dent. Good for dents, great for dentures. It looks like it dispenses something called Fill-a-dent.
There we go. It's, so what we need to do is we need to actually bite upon this, and it'll make a mould of our teeth. They can use this mould to make a replica to access the computer files, and therefore do not need me anymore. We've got a rogue hair there, guys. So now we've got that way, we'll put that away. So we've got the eggs, and we've got something that they can use to mould a copy of our teeth. Oh, we don't want to go to the land of the living, not yet. So now that we've got that, we can say hello.
And 2 guests.
And we've got the eggs. They'd have no need for us here, so we can actually leave this area surrounding the DOD and move on to the next area. Because this game is all about the 4-year trek to the 9th Underworld. We're at the 8th Underworld, we're heading towards the 9th Underworld, and it's a long journey. So while we've got the eggs out, we'll give
Check
that to
these
Sal.
babies out.
Excellent, Manuel. With these, I can breed an entire army of winged messengers. Our revolution can spread now across the land, carried on the shimmering wings of justice, thanks to you, Agent Calavera.
I myself would also like to spread across the land.
But you can't. We need your dental work here to access the computer. I am sorry, but freedom has its price.
It's price
Well, I
of
guess I
meat and here.
could, now that we're not working together anymore.
But we'll be working together again if you want our help out of here.
I accidentally just tried to pick up Ava. I need to stop pressing that button. So we've got this mould of our mouth. We'll give this to Ava.
Manny, this looks like a perfect impression of your teeth. We can use this as a mold to make a fake set of teeth and get into the computer system that way.
Good work, soldier.
So now that's all they need
You
from
are a
us.
friend of the revolution, Agent Calavera. And now,
They'll help me leave.
let me be of service to you.
You must go to the town of Rubalcaba, my friend, if you want to find your lost soul.
How do you know where she is?
I don't, but everyone who wants to get to the ninth underworld must cross the Sea of Lament, and therefore must go to Rubalcaba to get passage on a ship. As long as you get there before she does, you'll find her. But it may be quite a wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait as long as it takes.
Manuel, are you in love with her?
Love? Love is for the living, Sal.
Love is for the
I'm
living.
only after her for one reason. She's my ticket out of here.
And then we move on to the next section, the petrified forest. There's town we can leave, see in the background, the one we've just
That was
left.
some tunnel. I'm all the way to the edge of the petrified forest.
So this is the next section. So if we move on here, we find Glottis. Told you you'd be keeping up with us for the rest of the game.
Glottis, my friend. Why are you crying?
Manny? Oh, Manny! They fired me!
Me too, buddy.
You don't understand, Manny. I was created just to do that job. It's the only thing that makes me happy.
Well, the elevator
It's like
demon
they
found
reached
something
into
else.
my chest and pulled out my heart and threw it into the woods to...
Just like that. Possibly not the most sensible idea you've ever had, Glottis.
What have you done?
Luckily he's a demon, he's not dead.
Oh,
He can survive
Glottis.
without his heart for a little bit. But not if these winged spider things are going to eat him. So we need to go and rescue that heart. He's just asleep, you can hear him snoring. So we'll go back here where he threw the heart, so there we can see
Oh no.
it caught in a web
Ooh, ick.
and the winged spiders.
Shoot.
So we need to try and rescue that heart somehow. So we'll move a bit closer and pick up these conveniently placed bones
I guess I could always use a spare.
and throw that into the
Soup's
web.
on.
Doesn't track
They
them
don't
though.
seem very interested in that bone I put in there.
Not enough meat on it, I don't think, Manny. Let's try and pick up the heart.
It's
Nothing.
stuck in there good.
So we need a bit more force. And the extra force we need is, I believe, except for the fire extinguisher, the only item we now have. Our scythe. And we can make a makeshift catapult. And that'll send the heart flying back to the direction of Glottis.
Oh, poor spiders. No more demon heart to eat.
I do like a game with spiders in it. So, this heart is now nicely fallen next to Glottis, and we can give
Still
this straight
beating.
back. Shove it into his chest. And he's back.
Heart. Heart is good. Be good to heart. Don't tear out heart. Heart is good. Strong, beating good heart. Hey, is that my car?
Best character in the game. Meanwhile, back at the office.
Mr. Lamont, I assure you the missing woman will be found. I will personally track her down myself.
Just like you personally picked her up from the land of the living.
That was my intention, but Agent Calavera somehow got to her first.
We gave you the fastest car, Domino. We gave you all the best clients. You had all the advantages. So how was this Calavera able to sneak in there and eat your lunch? Oh, now, Hector, you can't get too mad at Domino. That wasn't his fault.
Oh, I can, Dom. You should know I can get too mad. But not at Domino. After all, he wasn't in charge of this operation. At least, not until now.
Hector, no!
And this is how someone dies in the land of the dead. They get sprouted.
Marigolds. Funny. For some reason, I was expecting tulips. Well, maybe Mr. Calavera, eh, Domino? Why don't you personally go down to the basement and escort him up here? The sooner he's sprouted and we can get back to business, the better.
Wanna go for a ride?
Yep, so there's...
Thought you'd never ask.
There's like I said in the last episode, there's lots of noir tropes in this. I don't actually want to go for a ride just yet, I don't think. What I want to do... Oh!
Sorry.
Okay, that helps. I want to go and pick up this sign that he's just got run into. A bit of awesome music there while we're driving. I want to pick up this sign. But yeah, there's lots of noir tropes in this. We are sort of the underlooked detective, whereas there's sort of main crimes going on with a corrupt company. And a bit of a gangster undertone. So we want to take this sign into this section here and put it roughly in the middle, I believe, about here. If it's not, it points roughly where we need to put it, so we need to go a little bit further that way. Because it's got lots of tunnels around, but if we go in one, it'll just go around the other. And it's not actually pointing to which tunnel we need, it's pointing to where we need to go, where we need to put the sign. And I've now found the perfect spot. Because where we need to go is straight down.
Loteria.
How you were supposed to figure that out, like straight away, I don't know. But we now have another passage we can go. So we return to the bone wagon. We've got a few places to explore in the petrified forest. And I can't remember where we need to go first. We've just created that tunnel, so let's head towards that tunnel first and see where that takes us. So we'll go this way. And, oh, a little bit difficult to control there. Straight down in there. And that takes us to a place with a key.
Uh-oh,
Crazy road, we can't go that way yet.
Crazy for the bone wagon.
Can we get the key yet though? So we can't go further along the road, but can we get the key?
It looks like some sort of warning sign. They'll tear you apart bone by bone and build with you a human throne. Their buck-toothed king will sit upon what once was you, but now is gone. This key unlocks the gates of hell. Steady traveler, use it well.
So that key that we take, there we go, it takes us towards some fire beaver
Pass up an
demons.
old creepy key.
Which we will meet very shortly. So I'm not going to say spoiler alert. I should try and keep, like, get back on the bone wagon. I'll try and keep any spoilers to a minimum. I've just thought that could have been one. That things that are about to happen that I remember happening. I can remember quite a lot, but get on the queue. Right, so we can't go that way until we have some better suspension to go over those rocks. And how do we get this better suspension? We go this way. This is where we needed to be. So I'll move in a bit closer. Now you'll notice that bizarre tree with mechanical stuff on at the back.
What Christmas tree farm is this, Gladys? Gladys?
Hey, check out this wheelbarrow, will ya? With a couple of ATV nubby tires on the back and a 2-stroke lawnmower engine, we could make one sweet go-kart.
Yeah, he's always up for modifying stuff, is Glossus. But you'll notice when I push this wheelbarrow, if I go over one of these wires, it'll stop one of the hydraulic pumps pumping. And what we need to do is we need to try and time it so they're both pumping on one side. Oops. Get on there. Oh, I just had that there. So they're both pumping on one side alternately. So, out now. Okay, stop that one. Let that go. Stop this one, this final one. There we go. So that will now shake. So leave that there. And the next section is I want to try this switch. Can't remember what the switch does. Oh, it just stops it.
Ooh, careful, Manny! With the harmonic balancer turned off, those pumps might shake that tree apart. Oh, but...
Suspension.
If we
He's
shut
always
the
thinking
tree
about
down,
new ways to
those pumps
suit
would
up the bone
dislodge,
wagon.
and I could make high-lift shocks out of them for the bone wagon. Hold on. I'm going to unbalance that wheel with some of these weights. That'll shake her down for sure.
So he climbs up there. Now he said
Okay,
weights.
just give me a second to balance these doggies.
Yeah, weights will shake down. Well, there's nothing weightier than Gladys, so we'll turn it back on while he's up there.
Manny, what are you doing?
Little bit mean, but whatever works, eh? And then that goes apart, giving us the hydraulic pumps that we can use on the bone wagon.
Manny, until now we scraped along the ground like rats. But from now on we soar. Like eagles. Heh. Like eagles on pogo sticks!
Like eagles on pogo sticks. And there we go.
What a relief. I was getting concerned that our transportation wasn't ostentatious enough.
Get in! Or are you afraid of heights?
And now we have the suspension to be able to go up. Oh, go, no, there. That way. Okay, the car is like tank controls kind of thing, but the walking is not anymore. It's slightly awkward. But now we can go this way, and we can go over that bumpy road. So we'll head back, and straight over. Use the remote, up we go, and use the natural suspension that we have to climb over all of these rocks. That's certainly the way to travel. Love a bone wagon. And we're at the next section here, which is the gate. The
I
gate
couldn't take that off with my
of
bare
which
hands.
we have the key. Not the fire extinguisher, the key.
Maybe I'll just keep the lock on until I can assess the situation on the damn side.
So let's have a look. He's telling us to go and have a look inside. We'll go inside. After being warned.
Manny! What are you doing? Don't you know what's on the other side of that gate?
Yeah, the way out of the forest.
Demon beavers, Manny! They'll make you into a dam!
Relax, Geppetto. I'm not made of wood.
But Manny! They don't use wood.
Use bones! Bones of hipster skeletons.
Hey!
So we need to deal with these demon beavers. We'll go this way. And we've got the nice black tar lake swampy thing here.
No, I don't think I could swim a single stroke in that tar.
With, you'll notice, a demon beaver on the top. Now I need some bones. Am I going to have to go all the way back to... I'm going to have to go all the way back to where the spiders were to get some more bones, because I need something to tempt these demon beavers. Sorry about that, guys. Must have slipped my mind.
Come on, Gladys. Let's crash through this gate and drive right over those little monsters.
No way, man.
Gladys is scared of
Those
demon
flaming
beavers.
bone beavers are mean. They bite, they claw, and if one of them wrapped around my drive shaft, I'd be picking flaming hunks of fur out of my U-joint for months. I'm not
Nice.
going down there until you get rid of them.
Yep, so we come back out there. That's the way out. I don't know if you can actually go up that way, actually, now that we have the suspension. Might be able to. Anyway, I'll get some bones, and then we'll try that. If not, we'll head back. I don't think you would be able to, otherwise it makes the whole other way, other than getting the key, a little bit pointless. So we'll get some more bones. Can't remember how many we need. Probably about 4 or 5, I would think. Get one more for luck. And then let's head back. Head back and deal with the demon beavers. Bit quicker, please, Manny. Bit quicker. It's not listening to me. Not listening to me at all. Okay, so let's try it there, just while we're here. It shouldn't take too long. Probably won't work. Oh yeah, it does work. Brilliant. Okay, so let's go back in here and run to this side, and we'll try again now that we have the bones. Yeah, I am going to forget little bits and bobs, but I'll try and remember as best I can. So we'll get a bone. That will tempt that beaver into the tar, and quickly I have to get the fire extinguisher, and just as he's about to jump, too early, oh no, got him. And that's how we deal with a demon beaver, ladies and gentlemen. So what we need to do, they're not very clever creatures, we need to do that with each individual beaver. So throw that in, we'll quickly get the fire extinguisher. Wait for him to roar and then jump in, they all have the same animation. And use. That's another one back to the dust. Right, we do this 3 or 4 times, I believe. So, one more. We'll get the bone. Throw out there, we'll give you a bone. I would say a bad pun like pick a bone with you or something like that, but I missed my opportunity, I think. And oh, I almost missed that one as well. And is there any more, or is that it? That's it. So we have now dealt with the demon beavers and have a nice clear way out of the forest. So we'll use the key on the gate.
This outer gate is huge. I'll need Glottis to open it.
And off we go.
Manny, I don't know if I like driving over people.
They can't feel it, they're dead.
You're dead. I wouldn't want to drive over you.
That's because you and I, Glottis, are friends.
Aw, Manny.
And on we go to Rubacava. Right, I'll let this video go on a little bit longer, guys. Basically, I want to get to a certain point before I start the next episode.
We're here to save
And anyone who's played this game will know which point I'm going to get to.
The whole town's asleep. But I want a drag race. When they get a load of my car, we're gonna be the talk of the town.
You're right. We're gonna have to find a good place to hide that road show.
Hide it and lay low.
Speaking of hiding, I wonder if Mitch is here already. I'm gonna go see what I can stir up. Not a bad piece of real estate, actually. It's got potential.
Yes, Manny is a little bit of a real estate genius. And he's certainly an entrepreneur. He's got a lot of business acumen, which we'll find out. So let's go this way first.
Ooh.
Yeah, tourists.
And say hello to one of my favourite characters, another one of my favourite characters in this game. There are so many good characters in this game.
You gotta watch your step around here, stranger. Rubacava ain't the quaint little port town she used to be. Well, hell, looks like there's a new vessel in town. Pardon me whilst I go check her out.
Right, and now we have another character to talk to, and just leave me shivering there. So we can't go that way while it's all misty, and when it's not misty anymore, you'll see what is actually that way. So let's talk to our new friend.
There was this one high-pitched whine it was making, really grating noise,
Quiet
you know?
time now,
And
please,
I
Glottis.
searched and searched, but I couldn't find the source of the noise until we pulled in here.
Was it the blower?
No, it was Manny screaming in the back like a cat tied to a cruise missile.
That's a good one.
Hola.
Hey, Manny, Dockmaster Velasco here says he's got a place we can dry dock the bone wagon for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
We can't leave a beauty like this out in the fog, or her chrome will get pitted.
Pitted? Did you hear that, Manny?
You folks gonna stay in Rubacava for a spell?
We are looking for
What
a
are you
woman
looking
named
for a
Mercedes
woman named Mercedes
Colomar.
Colomar?
I'm not too good with names. Did she have any distinguishing marks or a tattoo?
Not that she showed me.
Well, like I said, I'm as good with names as you are with the fog.
Right, so now he knows we're looking for a woman.
I might be
what
here
else
a
has he got to
while.
say?
Is there any work in this town?
Well, there's lots of work down at the docks, but it's all union work. And I just don't see you in that union.
Maybe not.
How do you get around here with all the mist?
When you've strolled these docks as long as I have, Pilgrim, you know where you are by the smell of the sea, by the sound of the lonely foghorn, by the icy touch of the cold, salty air.
Wow. Manny, could I have an eye patch?
Can I just ask, what is under the eye patch? Because I know it's not an eye.
Oh, well, when I was alive, I had an eye patch like this. This one's just for the phantom pain. And that one eye socket
fair
used
enough.
to scream like a banshee when the trade winds blew, so I plugged her.
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
All right. We'll let you back to your conversation. Yeah, the trophies in this game just seem to be different story arcs with different characters. I don't know what they are, so we may or may not get them all. It depends on which ones. Now, here's a familiar face.
Mr. Flores, I'm ready to take you now.
Manny Calavera, is that you? Didn't you used to be taller?
Yes, with stilts.
I'm here to reclaim that walking stick.
I broke it over the head of some hideous monsters in the forest.
I'm looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
Well, no one's come through town by that name, and you can take it from me. I, too, am looking for someone, so I watch the comings and goings around here very carefully.
Yeah, this is actually the guy from the beginning of the game, in case anyone hasn't remembered, and he is also
Who are
looking
you
for
looking
someone.
for?
Well, if you must know, it's about my wife. I got word that she passed away not long after I, and that she too was crossing the land of the dead on foot. It is said that all lost souls come to Rubacava, so I came here to wait for her.
You must love her.
You must love her very much, also.
Yes, this is true. Of course, she also has all of my money.
How do you know your wife hasn't gone ahead of you?
Oh, Manny, if she had arrived here first, surely she would have waited for me.
I'll help you find your wife.
What will help?
What did she look like?
Oh, here, I got this from the DOD and made copies to hand out. Isn't she something?
She must have been beautiful with skin.
Weren't we all?
Very true.
So, know a good place to stay in town?
What's your price range?
Somewhere around the high end of nothing.
Then maybe, young man, it's time you started thinking about a job.
Alright, Dad.
Can you get me a job here?
Have any skills?
Sales?
Well, that does qualify you for a certain position, but we only have one mop. I'm sorry, Manuel. I've got to get this place ready to open.
Right. I'll let you know if I see your wife.
She'll be the one asking for her beloved Celso.
So, we now have to go off and find any clue to where Celso's wife might be. Now, we only have one other character other than Glottis that we have access to, so let's show him the picture. A picture of the woman who would have been beautiful with
If
skin.
this is the woman you're looking for, take my advice. Forget about her. She sailed out of here weeks ago in a cozy portside cabin built for two. And she wasn't alone.
Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.
How do you know she sailed out of here? I don't believe it.
It's a tough break, Junior, but you gotta face it. Here, look it up in my port log if you want it in writing. 6 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Ticket for 2, paid in full.
There we go.
I cracked the champagne on the bow myself.
Hey, Manny. We were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Son.
Look, I know how you feel, son. Once I lost a very special lady myself. I waved to her from the docks as she sailed out of port, and I never saw her again.
What was her name?
The SS La Mancha was her name, but don't make me talk about her, because I just can't do it.
The SS La Mancha does come into play later on. So he's still admiring the bone wagon. We now have evidence that Celso's wife has moved on before he has. And there is only one mop, so...
Not picking that up.
Oh, I keep pressing pick up. I don't mean to keep pressing pick up. Let's show him this so he can
Celso,
go after his
your
wife.
wife sailed out of here 2 months ago with another man. It's all in there.
Oh, Manny, is there a greater constant in nature than the treachery of women?
Forget about her, Celso.
Have you forgotten yours? I'm going after her. You take over my job here. This mop at least will never let you down. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy too.
And believe it or not, that's year 1 complete. And this is the point I wanted to get to, guys. So as this leads us into year 2, I will say I am the Digital Demon. This is Grim Fandango. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.